Hello everyone, Grandmaster Akobian here with 1000 GM. In this video, I will be showing you my round number 8 game from the US Open tournament. I'm playing against a young and strong Grandmaster Khanin, who's been having really good tournaments this summer in US, winning the National Open tournament. So I'm playing with the white pieces. I have to push. I have to try to go for a win, so I play d4. And once again, we see a Nimzo Indian defense. For the 4th time in this tournament, people trying to play the Nimzo against me. And I've been pretty successful in avoiding it. I had 2 wins and a draw against Andrew Hong, where I had some very serious chances to win. So I play knight f3, anti-Nimzo. I play d5, knight c3, bishop b4. So we transpose into the Ragozin defense. Queen a4 check. And in the game against Hong, I took on d5 and I played bishop g5 and got some interesting position out of the opening. But in this game, I thought he will be well prepared, so I played the move e3. Castles, bishop d2, rook e8, a3, questioning the bishop, bishop d6. And here, I played the move queen c2, actually. The reason we play the bishop d2 here, because if he ever takes on c3, we want to make sure we take back with the bishop, so our pawn structure doesn't get compromised. Okay. So if you were wondering now, why not take? Right? You can take and try to win the knight here. Yeah, this looks good, but after rook c1, it's you know, if you take the bishop, I take back with the rook, and I have some interesting pressure on the c file. Okay. So the knight is definitely misplaced here on c6. So I played bishop d6, and here I had an opportunity. I had an interesting opportunity in this position to play the move c5. I looked at this a little bit, and bishop b5 I did, because I actually like playing this move c5 and gaining some space, but the problem is bishop d7. Queen c2. Take, knight e5, activating the knight and getting ready to take on c6 and maybe perhaps damage the structure. Okay, this is slightly better, very slightly better for white. So he played the move queen c2. Sorry, I played queen c2, he played a6, h3. We're both waiting. If there's a capture on c4, I will play bishop c4. h6. And here is an interesting moment here. I can play the move g4, which was played by some strong grandmasters. And in this particular game, it followed g4. He takes c4. Again, bishop c4, there is e5. So it's important to continue the attack. e5, rook g1. And knight f7. Black plays queen e7. And it's just a total mess here. And in that game, yeah, black did okay, I think, in that game. But it's the problem for white is the king is in the middle, and if things go badly, your king is just going to get really stuck here. So probably the best thing is to trade and try to somehow castle to ensure the safety of the king. But anyway, this is very interesting idea to keep in mind. This g4, but I played rook d1. It's a good positional move. Just again now asking black, what you gonna do? What is your next move? And he doesn't have any more useful moves, because you can actually play this, because that will lead to getting the bishop trapped. So you actually don't have that many useful moves left in the position. So he decided to take, which was a small plus for me, because now I take back in one move. I don't have to go bishop d3 and then take. And now his expected move is e5, which was played by many strong grandmasters. And I've seen Aronian play this, so many strong players expected move e5. But he didn't. He played move bishop d7. This is a novelty, but not a very good one. Black is just a bit too hesitant here. He has to go for e5. And here, where again, by just looking at the position, you can tell that you have to castle here. Castling is the important move here. But I start to think and think, spend about 20 minutes, and end up doing something else, and which was kind of bad. I played knight e4. But if I played short castle, e5. Take, this is forced, f4. Now, bishop d6 is an option. If you take on c3, now bishop takes c3, the bishops are looking very strong. If you try to win a pawn, bishop takes f6. If you take with a queen, I have rook d7, winning the bishop. If you take back with a pawn, Simply queen g6 check and picking up on f7 and giving mate. So this is a really cool idea. So most likely just go bishop d6 and now e4. And e5 is a very strong threat. So if bishop c5 check, I was only looking at the move king h1, and some of these lines were complicated, knight g4, and I didn't know exactly who is better there. But here I could just actually play king here. So let's check. I just go up, and now I'm threatening to take the knight on g4, and yeah, this is just a winning advantage for white. And if he plays the move bishop c6, bishop c6, in that case we just go rook f1, defending the center, check. Bishop e3. And now I have very good control of the center, and now the queen is still under attack. I will go here and then get ready to start with the e5 attack. A lot of times white just wins this via checkmate. You know, e5 comes in, then later f5 comes in, and then e6, and black king is just in big trouble. Yeah, I really regret not playing this way because it would have been really, really nice and would have offered me some serious winning chances. Instead, I played knight e4, and this one was just based on I thought I'd trade knights and I will get a bishop on c3, and I thought this doesn't quite work, e5, but I overlooked something. Take. If bishop takes, I was thinking to take knight e5. Now bishop c6 is a very strong threat, so I go bishop c3, giving up my bishop. And a little bit of pressure on the queen. There's the pawn on b7 hanging. So very, very slightly better. Very slightly better for white. But my opponent played, of course, the very natural takes. Take, take. And in my mind, I was just going to take this. And if rook b8, I just go back queen f3. And I'm in great shape. I'm up a pawn. And a6 pawn is weak. c7 is weak. But I overlooked the move queen f6. This is a very, very strong move. This move deserves an exclamation mark. Because now the threat is bishop c6. Very, very strong threat. So, and if I go back, trade, my structure is compromised, and I'm losing on b2. I didn't like this. I mean, further analysis shows that I'm holding this, but again, I'm never really trying to win this. So, yeah, it became too risky here. There was another line that I had as a bailout line. I could have played queen d5. Bishop e6 takes. Bishop c3. Take, take, and it leads to a opposite color endgame. And just the equality. So, I decided that, yeah, I admitted that I made a mistake, so I played queen f3. But of course, now black doesn't have any problems because he managed to play 5, trade rooks, and in fact, I have to be a little bit careful. I didn't want to play bishop c1 because it's just super passive. He can play, you know, bishop c6 and b5. It's just better for black. And b4 was another option too, but then at some point, a3 pawn is weak. So I decided to trade bishops. Now attacking his bishop, and again, I don't want to take here because a takes, so I just simply go here, attacking the b pawn. You know, apparently the best reply here was just to play rook a d8, and position is just equal. Rook a d8, king e2, it's just equal. Now bishop d5, I want to induce c6, and then I go here because now I'm threatening the move a4. Trapping the bishop and also c4. So it goes here, bishop d5. Rook a d8. And he offered a draw here, and after calculating for a while, I realized I don't really have too many winning chances here. So I accepted his draw offer, but this is how the game could have went. c4, bishop a4 hitting the rook. Again, I'm one move behind. If my king was only 2, I have a very nice advantage. But now b5 comes in. King e2, king f8, rook hc1, rook d3. Can never take on b5 because the bishop is hanging. And here, black can wait, or he can try to play a5, creating the pass pawn on the b file. But again, white bishop is just so dominant. king b2, and maybe I can play rook a2, rook fc1, put some more pressure, because the b3 move is not as dangerous here, because if b3 I have king takes king to c3. b3 will be met king c3. So anyway, it definitely could have continued here, but I didn't think there will be that many winning chances here. But again, the main missed opportunity was in the opening when he played the move bishop d7. That is just too slow. I had to just simply go for the castle. e5, take. Yeah, this is the line I should have gone for. And this would have offered me some pretty good winning chances here. Hope you guys enjoyed this game, round number 8 game, and it was a fighting game, ended in a draw, and with 1 round to go, to try to win the last round now. So hope you guys enjoyed this Ragozin game and some of the opening ideas. Definitely check out the early c5 idea, c5 bishop b5 in this position, and it definitely playable for 1 game minimum. And hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you very soon for the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.